Have you ever considered how a philosophy born on the vibrant streets of ancient Athens transformed into a guiding force for emperors and statesmen in Rome? Today, we're taking a deep dive into the evolution of Stoicism, from its Greek origins to its Roman adaptation. Along the way, we'll explore the lives and ideas of its greatest thinkers and how their philosophies adapted to the challenges of their respective eras. Buckle up, because this is more than just ancient history. It's a lesson in how timeless wisdom can navigate the complexities of life. Stoicism emerged around 300 BCE in Athens, founded by Zeno of Citium, a philosopher with an unusual origin story. Zeno was a wealthy merchant until a shipwreck left him destitute, prompting him to seek wisdom. He founded in philosophy, eventually founding his own school. Stoicism takes its name from the Stoa Poikile, or painted porch, where Zeno delivered his teachings. The early Greek Stoics, Zeno, Cleanthes, and Chrysippus, focused on a system of thought that combined physics, logic, and ethics. At its heart was the idea of living in harmony with nature, a principle they called living according to reason. The Stoics believed the universe was governed by a rational force they called the Logos, a kind of divine reason that humans could access by using their own rational minds. The Greeks saw virtue as the only true good and believed emotions like anger, fear, and excessive joy stemmed from irrational judgments. By training oneself to think rationally and align with nature's laws, they argued, one could achieve eudaimonia, a state of flourishing or contentment. But the Greek Stoics were not just abstract thinkers. Chrysippus, one of the most influential Stoics, contributed significantly to logic and epistemology, laying the groundwork for much of what we know as Stoic reasoning today. He famously said, "If I had not existed, the Stoic school would not exist." For the Greeks, Stoicism was a philosophy for the individual seeking wisdom and peace in an often chaotic world. It was deeply personal yet profoundly theoretical, tackling the mysteries of the universe alongside questions about human behavior. Fast forward a few centuries, and the Stoic philosophy took root in the heart of the Roman Empire. By this time, Rome had absorbed much of Greek culture, but it also made Stoicism distinctly its own. Roman Stoics, Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius, shifted the focus from abstract theory to practical applications. The turbulent political environment of Rome demanded it. While the Greek Stoics focused on how to live in harmony with the universe, the Roman Stoics asked, how do we live in a world full of injustice, war, and corruption? This question became the foundation for their adaptations of Stoic thought. Lucius Annaeus Seneca, or Seneca the Younger, stands as one of the most compelling figures of Roman Stoicism. As an advisor to Emperor Nero, Seneca lived a life of immense influence and controversy. He wrote extensively, and his works remain some of the most widely read Stoic texts today. His letters to Lucilius, known as the Letters from a Stoic, explore themes like overcoming fear, managing wealth, and achieving tranquility. Seneca's Stoicism was intensely practical. He argued that philosophy should help us face life's inevitable trials, saying, sometimes even to live is an act of courage. Yet his own life was filled with contradictions. Accusations of hypocrisy dogged him for his wealth and his role in Nero's court. Nevertheless, Seneca's writings offer powerful insights into balancing ambition with virtue, a challenge as relevant now as it was in his time. In stark contrast to Seneca's elite status, Epictetus was born a slave. His life story is a testament to the resilience and universality of Stoic teachings. Freed later in life, Epictetus opened a school where he taught that true freedom comes from mastering one's mind. His teachings, compiled by his student Arrian in the Discourses and the Enchiridion, emphasize the distinction between what we can control and what we cannot. Epictetus famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This idea, central to his philosophy, empowers individuals to maintain their inner peace regardless of external circumstances. His lessons were deeply influential, particularly in their emphasis on the concept of agency. a notion that resonates with modern psychology. And then there's Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor whose Meditations remain one of the most cherished works of philosophy. Written as a private journal, the Meditations offer a window into Marcus's struggle to lead with integrity while battling internal and external chaos. Marcus's reflections capture the tension between his Stoic ideals and the realities of ruling an empire. "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one," he wrote. For Marcus, Stoicism was not a theoretical exercise but a guide for action. His writings reveal a deep concern for justice, humility, and self-discipline. So, what are the key differences between the Greek and Roman Stoics? The Greeks were philosophers first, focusing on the theoretical underpinnings of Stoicism. They delved into cosmology and metaphysics, seeking to understand the universe and our place in it. Romans, on the other hand, emphasized actionable ethics. They adapted Stoicism as a toolkit for navigating real-world challenges. Greek Stoicism primarily targeted individuals seeking wisdom. Roman Stoicism expanded its reach to include leaders, generals, and even emperors. It became a philosophy not just for personal resilience but for effective governance and social responsibility. The Greeks lived in city-states where personal virtue was paramount. The Romans, ruling a vast empire, grappled with broader concerns like justice, power, and the common good. Despite these differences, the core principles of Stoicism remained consistent. Both Greek and Roman Stoics agreed that virtue is the only true good, and that living according to reason leads to freedom and peace. They taught that while we can't control external events, we can control our reactions. A timeless lesson that continues to resonate. What can we learn from the Stoics, whether Greek or Roman? In our fast-paced, unpredictable world, their wisdom offers a guide to navigating stress, uncertainty, and the quest for purpose. Their teachings remind us that by focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot, we can find resilience and peace. Stoicism isn't just an ancient philosophy, it's a toolkit for modern living. Whether you're drawn to the theoretical musings of Zeno and Chrysippus, or the practical advice of Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, there's something in Stoicism for everyone. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe if you want more modern meditations.